Pour Joanne Ové, la fin du millénaire ne comptera pas parmi ses plus beaux souvenirs. Le 31 décembre 2000, elle prend une marche dans son quartier. Soudain, comme le hasard ne fait pas toujours bien les choses, le destin frappe. Elle est happée par un automobiliste. Elle est conduite d'urgence à l'hôpital sous les yeux horrifiés de son mari qui est accouru sur la scène. Elle ne reprendra conscience que plusieurs jours plus tard.
New Year's Eve afternoon, and Bill just put a fire in the fireplace. And we were going to have a quiet night at home. And I walk the dog twice a day, so I got dressed and I said to Bill, do you want to come for a walk? He says, no, I just put wood in the fire. I hate to leave the house with the fire. So I said, well, I'll be back in 15 or 20 minutes. So I got dressed and went for a walk, and I never came home.
She was bleeding from the mouth, the nose, and the ears, and her eyes were partly open, you know, but I thought myself when I first saw her laying there in the distance, I thought she was gone.
Trauma center is done for the seriously injured patients. And time is very important. We talk a lot about golden hour. The first hour being very, very important in terms of the outcome, for the future outcome. And one of the things that we base our system on is the respect of time. Everybody from involved in the team is coming over here, and most of the time they're over here before the patient. The first thing that we've done when we came over here is to organize a team, a multidisciplinary team, and that team was called up and when we knew that there was a patient injured.
First, we assessed her clinical status. At that time, she had been previously seen by all the trauma team, general surgery and intensive care team. So all of her vital functions had been checked and stabilized. From the neurological standpoint, she was conscious but agitated and not obeying commands.
When she came over here, she was hemodynamically stable, a little bit confused. She was not a severe trauma patient, but she had about 15% chances of becoming a major trauma victim.
So in her case, we saw what we call a contusion, which is basically a bruise at the surface of the brain in the right temporal area, just here. Fortunately, she didn't have any blood clot or any mass effect requiring surgery.
Joanne devra tout recommencer. C'est le début d'une période dont elle se souviendra toute sa vie. En contact avec une foule d'intervenants, elle pourra, grâce à eux, refaire les gestes familiers de sa vie quotidienne. Des gestes qu'elle n'aurait jamais cru devoir réapprendre.
I came to on a Thursday, and I believe it was Friday, that I can remember getting up and trying to learn how to walk with a walker and how to do things that I had to. We take things for granted when everything is working fine, but when it's not, you have to readjust.
We try to help the person to find ways to achieve all of her activities of daily living.
When I left the hospital, they told me it'd be 6 months before I could walk. And that was a little bit depressing, but I learned to get around with the walker, and I had to adjust.
So we work about the autonomy. That means how to move, to go to the toilet, to go to the bathtub, to wash yourself, to put in on clothes.
Mid-April, I started to walk. I was told that I could finally put full weight on my leg, but I had to use crutches.
I mostly worked with Madame Hovey in the planification of going back to home. So what we have to think about to be sure that everything will be functional and secure at home to live during that time.
Mais la vie, c'est la vie. Elle devra tout faire pour effacer ce mauvais souvenir et se rappeler que ses amis et ceux qui l'aiment sont toujours ses amis et l'aiment toujours. Elle est de retour et réintègre pleinement son milieu. Elle aime se rappeler le monde souriant qui l'a aidé à continuer son quotidien le plus normalement du monde.